Welcome to Maths TV. Today we'll be going through IGCSE Mathematics 058042 May June 2017. Let us go through IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended 058042 May June 2017. Question number 1, A part. Annie and Dermot share $600 in ratio this one, then show that Annie receives this much amount. So this is 11 is share for Annie. So 11 divided by the sum of ratios, which is 11 plus 9, 20, multiply by the total amount, which is 600, will be equal to 11 divided by 20 and multiply by 600. This will be equal to $330. So we can write here $330. Then find the amount that the other person is getting, which is 9. Or otherwise directly we can calculate this much amount. We can subtract from 600. So it will be 330 will be subtracted from 600. So 600 minus 330, this will be equal to 600 minus answer will be equal to 270. So $270 will be our answer. Then Annie invests 330 at a rate of this one compound interest for 8 years, and we have to calculate the amount. So amount will be equal to principal amount, which is 330 into 1 plus rate is 1.5 over 100 and raised to the power duration, which is 8. So this will be simplifying to 330 and 1 plus 1.5 over 100 and raised to the power 8. This will be equal to 371.74, or we can round this answer and write at the proper place, $372. Find the amount of interest that Anna has after 8 years as a percentage of this amount. So interest amount, this is the amount which is including principal amount plus interest. So 372 minus 330, which is the original investment, this will be the interest, and if we subtract, so this will be 372 minus 330, this will be equal to 42. So 42 will be the interest. So we can write interest I is equal to this one, and 42 divided by 330 we have to write as a percentage of this amount. So percentage will be 100, and if we divide 42 by 330 and then multiply by 100, we will get 12.7. So 12.7 will be our answer. Now this C part, Dermot has $70 to spend. He spends 24.75 on a shirt. So 24.75 as a fraction of this one. So 24.75 divided by 70. So we can simplify 24.75 divided by 70. This will be equal to 99 over 280. So we can write here 99 over 280. Then second part, this amount is the sale price after reduction the original price by 10%. Calculate the original price, reverse percentage. So let us suppose X is the original price, and we have to calculate 10% reduction. So 90% we will calculate, 100 minus 10. So 90 over 100 is equal to $24.75, which is given. So x will be equal to 24.75 multiply by 100 and divided by 90. So this calculation we can solve like this one, in divided by 100 and multiply by, divided by 90 and multiply by 100. This will be equal to 27.5. So 27.5 will be our answer. Depart after 1 year, the value of Annie's car had reduced by 20%. Reduced by 20%. At the end of the second year, the value of Annie's car had reduced by further 15% of its value at the end of the first year. Calculate the overall percentage reduction. So overall percentage for overall percentage reduction after 2 years, what we will do, we will suppose that, like for example, we'll start with 100. So first year it will be reduction of 20%. So we can calculate 80% of this supposed amount. So this will be cancelled and this will be equal to 80. So it will be 80. 100 will be reducing to 80 after 1 year. Now next year we will be having further reduction of 15%. So we will calculate 85% of 80. So 85% of 80 will be equal to what? 85 percent of 80 will be equal to 68. So this will be after second year. We can write here first year and we can write this one as second year, and then we can see after 2 years this will be the amount. We started with 100 and we reached at 68. So 100 minus 68 will be the net amount, which is equal to 100 minus 68 will be equal to 32. So this will be 32% reduction. So we can write here 32% reduction. After 3 years, the overall percentage reduction in the value of Anna's car is 40.84. Calculate the percentage reduction in the third year. This is after 3 years. After 3 years, the overall percentage reduction in the value is this much, and we have to calculate percentage reduction after third year. So in first year it was 20%. So we can take 1 minus 20 over 100. This will be the reduction first year. Second year it will be reduction of 1 minus 15 over 100, and this will be multiplied by X amount, and we get after this one, after 3 years, this will be like original price we'll be calculating. So this will be after 3 years, this will be 40.84. So now we can calculate the value of X. If we simplify this this one, this will be this amount minus 30%, 32%, which we have calculated in this one. If we try to understand this step which I have written, you can see this portion is a reduction for first year 20%, which from first part we can see this is reduction 20% after first year. This was 20%. Then second year it was 15%. So this is 15% reduction, this one. And third year we don't know what is the percentage which we have to calculate percentage reduction in third year. So this side we have taken percentage reduction of all 3 years, and this much amount we know this is final amount after 3 years, and this is the reduction in first 2 years. So we have subtracted first 2 year reduction from the third year. So it will be this will be the solution of this equation. X will be equal to this amount, which is the reduction in third year only. So hopefully you understood this step. So if we calculate this one, 1 minus 20 divided by 100 will be equal to 4 by 5. Or in one go, what we can do, we can calculate in one go. I will put bracket over here and bracket over here as well, and then second bracket 1 minus 15 over 100 and bracket close, and this one is equal to 17 over 25. So we can write 17 over 25. X is equal to, this will be 40.84 minus 40.84 minus 32. This will be equal to 8.84. So we can write here 8.84. X will be equal to 8.84 multiplied by 25 and divided by 17. So 8.84 is already there, multiplied by 25 is equal to this one, and divided by 17 will be equal to 13. So this will be 13% will be our answer. Now question number 2. This is transmission. T triangle is given in the grid, and the question detail is this one. On the grid, draw the image of triangle T after translation. Vector is 6 and minus 5. 6 will be right, x-axis, so right. I will check this corner, or even we can check this, or any of other vertices. We can take any vertex, so I'll be taking this one. So 6 units right, 1 2 3 4 5, 6 units right, and 5 units down because it's minus 5. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this vertex will translate to this location, and then this will be 1 2 3 4 units up. So 1 2 3 4 unit, and this will be 2 units. So this will be the triangle. I will draw this triangle after translation. So this will be the T triangle after translation. So we can draw this one over here, and the second, this line also will draw. Now this is the translated triangle. This one will be the translated triangle. Now second part, triangle T after rotation through 90 anti-clockwise, 90 degree anti-clockwise, and center is 4 and 10. 4 and 10 will be 4 and 10 will be this point. So rotation anti-clockwise and center of rotation is 4 and 10. So we'll use tracing paper and we'll place over here 4 and 10 anti-clockwise. So what we can do, we can use only y-axis. That is not an issue. So it's 90 degree. We'll check whether it will be horizontal or not. So I have traced this axis, y-axis, then this one triangle T as well, and like this one. Now rotation about this 4 and 10, and anti-clockwise will be this direction, anti-clockwise 90 degree. 90 degree anti-clockwise will be like this one and up to this. So this will be our new location, which we can mark over here. This will be the new location, so we can mark over here. This will be the new location, and we can draw this. This will be 90 degree anti-clockwise about the point 4 and 10. So center of rotation will be this point, which is 4 and 10, and this will be our rotated triangle. So second part is also done. Third part, triangle T after enlargement with scale factor 1 by 2 and center is 10 and 0. So center will be 10 and 0. So this will be center of enlargement and scale factor 1 by 2. So we'll again go to the triangle T and we will enlarge this triangle by scale factor 1 by 2. So what we can do, we can turn the page and so that you can understand properly this one. So this is the point 10 and 0, and we will join these vertices, all three vertices of the triangle with the center of enlargement. So I have drawn this line from here, then second line will be up to this vertex, so this line, and third line also we can draw like this. So we have drawn all three lines. After drawing these three lines, now we will find our triangle, which is 1 by 2 by scale factor 1 by 2. So we can check this side, 1 2 3 4 units in between these two lines. So we'll have to find a location which is 2 units. Half of 4 will be 2, so 2 units. This is not 2 units, this is also not 2 units, this is not 2 units, it's a little more, this is 2 units. If you check this point and this point, this is exactly 2 units, and this side is 2 units, so this will be half of 2 will be 1 unit. So this is our triangle location. So we can draw this enlarged triangle by scale factor 1 by 2. So this will be the triangle. If I will shade, this will be half of this triangle. If you see, this is 2 units, this side is 1 unit, this is 4 units, and this side is 2 units. So this is how we have done this third part as well. And then B part, describe fully the single transformation that is represented by this one. And we know that this is, instead of 1 1 here, this is 1 1 on this side, and this is minus also. So this is a reflection about y is equal to, and line is y is equal to minus x, because this side is changing to minus. Now the C part is matrix question. M, N and P matrices are given. First of all, we have to find matrix Mn. So we'll be multiplying M into N. M will be 2, 3 and 2, 4. This will be multiplied by N vector, which is 2 and 3. Now this one, first row, first column, this will be 2 into 2 will be 4, plus this will be 3 into 3 will be 9. This will be first term, and second row and first column, 2 into 2 will be 4, and 4 into 3 will be 12, so plus 12. This will be equal to 13 and 16. So this will be our answer, 13 and 16, this one. Then NP, N is this one and P is this one. So N will be 2 and 3 and P will be 1 and 5. So first row, first column will be 2, and first row, second column will be 2 into 5 will be 10. Then second row, first column will be 3, and second row, second column will be 15. This will be our matrix, and we can write at proper location 2, 3, 10, 15. This will be our answer. Then M inverse. M inverse means what? M inverse means formula is adjoint of M over M mod. So adjoint will be changing location. 2 and 4 we will change location. So this matrix will be 4 and 2, and these two sign will be changed, -2 and -3. This will be adjoint of M over M mod. Will be multiplying these two. This will be 8 minus these two. 3 into 2 will be 6. So 8 minus 6, and this will be equal to, we can write over here, we have space, so this will be 1 by 2. This one, 8 minus 6 is 2, so 1 by 2 into 4 minus 3 minus 2 and 2. This will be our answer. So at this location we will write 1 by 2 and 4 minus 3 and minus 2 and 2. Then write down a product of two of the matrices M, N and P, which is not possible to work out. The matrices which are having like different like order, like for example, the order of first one, like number of columns in first one should be equal to number of rows of the second one. This is rule by which we can check, and if we see N and M is not possible, there are other possibilities also. Like for example, M and P is not possible, N into N is not possible, P into P is also not possible. So we can give only one as answer. Write down a product of two matrices M, N and P which is not possible. So I've given an M. Now this is question number 3. 200 students estimate the capacity X milliliters of a cup. The results are shown in the frequency table. So frequency table is given, and the part 1 is calculate mean, and mean formula we know is sigma fx over sigma f. So this formula we'll be using. We'll be taking mid range of this one. 100 plus 0 divided by 2 will be 50. So mean will be, we can write here, mean is equal to 50 multiplied by 20, and plus this will be 125 will be mid value, 125 into 55, plus this will be 175, so 175 multiplied by 66, plus this will be 225, so 225 multiplied by 35, and next this last one 400 plus 250, so 400 plus 250 divided by 2 will be equal to 325. So we can write 325 multiplied by 24 and whole over this value, which is 200 students. So we can write here 200, and this length here calculation we can solve it, or otherwise, okay, so length here calculation I'll go for that one. So 50 multiply by 20, this one, then plus 125 multiply by 55, and next one is plus 175 multiply by 66, and plus this will be 225 multiply by 35, and plus this will be 325 multiplied by 24 and divided by 200. So this will be 200 equal to 175.5. So we can write here 175.5. This will be 175.5 as mean milliliters. So complete the histogram. This histogram is given in part 2. Frequency density will be calculating for each range. First range is 0 to 100, and this is 20. 0 to 120. So we'll divide 20 by 100. So we can write here 20 over 100 is equal to 0.2, and this will be for first part, and we can show here this is 0.1, 0.2 will be up to this point. So we can draw a line over here, and this will be 0.2. Next is the second part is already done, so third, this portion is done. So 66 divided by the range is 50, so 66 divided by 50, 66 divided by 50 will be equal to 66 divided by 50 will be equal to 1.32. 1.32. So 1.32 from 150 to 200. So from 150 to 200 it is 1.3. 1 is this one, and 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3 will be this point. So we can draw this also up to this height and this height as well, and this will be bar will be completed over here. Then next point is 200 to 250, which is 50, and this will be 35. So 35 divided by 50, so we can write here 35 divided by 50 will be equal to 35 divided by 50 will be equal to 0.7. So 200 to 250 will be this point, and 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 up to this one. So this will be our line for this side and this side as well. Now this is also complete. Then next is last part from 250 to 400, and this is 25, and this difference is 150. So 24 divided by 150, for this one it will be 0.7. So 24 divided by 150 will be equal to 24 divided by 150 will be equal to 0.16, 0.16, and up to this one 0.1 is this one, 0.15 and 0.16 we can take a little above over here, this one. So we can draw a line of the histogram, and this side also we have to close. So this is done. If we just for your understanding, we can share this. Hopefully you're understanding everything. Just subscribe Maths TV and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will be getting notifications for the new videos. This is done. Now B part, the 200 students also estimate the mass m grams of a small rock. This table is given and the cumulative frequency is already given. We have to just transfer this on the table, on this one, sorry, grid. So for 50 up to 50 it is 28. So this will be 25. So each one is 5. So it will be up to this mark. So 28 we have taken this point. Then it is equivalent to 100. Up to 100 is 64. So this will be 50, 55, 60 and 64 will be, this is 65, so a little lesser than 65. So this will be the cross. Then comes 150 up to 104. So 104 will be this mark. Next will be 200 and 168, 150, 160, 165 and 68 will be up to this one. Then comes 250 to 200. 250 and 200 is this top location. So this is done. Now we have to draw cumulative frequency curve. This curve will be smooth curve. We have to draw like this one. So we'll have to erase this one. We can erase this, and this will be the smoother curve. And for this one, if you want to turn the page, you can turn page, and better to draw as smooth as possible. Like this one, we have drawn the curve, and wherever you want, you need any rectification, you can erase and redraw properly. Now this curve is done. This one also I would like to amend a little. Curved portion we have to show, so we can show a curved thing like this one. So this will be better to show. Okay, now this is done. Now they are asking for second part, find the 65th percentile. 65th percentile will be 65 over 100, and total value is, this side is 200, so we can write here as 200. And if we calculate this, 65 over 100 and multiply by 200, this will be equal to 130. So we have to go to 130 to this side. So this is 100, 125 and 130 will be this point, and we have to check the reference for this point from our cumulative frequency curve, which is this one. So we'll draw a line up to this one, and also we'll check from this side. So this is the point, and this is 150, 160, 170, and this will be 175. So we can write here as 175 grams. And the number of students who estimate more than 75 grams. So if we go through 75 is over here, 50 and 75, and we can check reference for this, and this reference will be up to this one, and this will be okay, so this more than 75. So we'll have to check this portion. So we'll be checking above this will be, this is 45 position. So from 45 to 200 we can calculate 200 minus 45. So we'll write here 200 minus 45, which is equal to 155, but we can check with the calculator as well. So 155, our answer will be 155 over here. Question number 4, f of x is equal to 2x square minus 1. The graph of y is equal to this one is plotted. They have given this graph. Use the graph to solve the equation f of x is equal to 5. F of x is equal to 5, this equation. So y is equal to 5 basically will be over here. So we can draw a line. Y is equal to 5 will be this line, and if we just make it more accurate, so this will be our line, and this is, see, from this side if we check, because we have to give to x values, so we can check this x value will be a little, so this will be 1.5, and this will be like 1.7 minus 1.75 or 73 or something like that. So we can write here minus 1.75 I'm taking, and the other side, if we check the other side as well with the help of this one, so this is also like 1.75, but this is plus side, so we can write over here 1.75 as our answer. Now they are saying draw the tangent to the graph of y is equal to f of x at the point minus 1.5 and 3.5. So minus 1.5 is this one, and 3.5, 3 is over here, and 3.5. Okay, so this is the point where they need tangent to be drawn, and if we draw tangent should be touching the line only at this point. So if we will be drawing line like this one, hopefully this will be our correct answer, and we can complete this triangle to get the gradient, and this will be our triangle, and this side we can draw this one, and we are considering this whole triangle for our gradient. So rise over run we have to check, and this side will be 1.5, so this side we can take 1.5, and this side will be starting from minus 2, so this will be 2 units, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this will be 8.1, 8.2, so this side will be 8.2 units, and now the gradient will be rise over run, and we can, this one basically 8.2 over 1.5, this will be the gradient, which is m, and we can calculate this gradient. 8.2 divided by 1.5 will be equal to 5.4, because this right side is minus, so we'll write here minus, and this will be equal to minus 5.4. 6 is recurring, so we can write minus 5.5 as answer. So hopefully you understood this. Then this is the second part, C. G of x is equal to 2 raised per x. Complete the table. So I'll keep this drawing over here because next part we will be requiring this. So complete the table for y is equal to g of x for 0. If x is equal to 0, this will be 1. So our table will be giving is complete. On the grid opposite, draw the graph of this one. Now we have to draw this graph on the same grid over here. So we'll have to draw this one. First value is minus 2 and 0.25. So minus 2 is this one, and 0.25, 0.25 will be this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So each one is equal to 2 units, so we can write here this one over here. This will be our point. Next point is minus 1 and 0.5. So minus 1 and 0.5. This is 1, so 1, 2 and half of this. So this will be 0.5, 0.5 minus 1 and 0.5 is also done. The next point is 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 will be this point. Okay, so next value will be 1 and 2. So 1 is this one and 2 will be this point. And now the last value is 2 and 4. So 2 is this one and 4 will be this point. Now we have to draw a smoother curve. So this will be like this one, and we can draw a smooth curve like this. We can turn page and complete this curve. This is done. Now we have to do this part next. Use your graph to solve this. Equation f of x is equal to gf. So two x values we have to provide where both the functions are intersecting. So this will be intersecting over this point, which is 0.9. It's roughly 0.9. So minus 0.9. This side minus 0.9 we can give value on, and we can check the second value also, which is 1 is this one. So 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and in between 1.3 and 1.4, so we can write 1.35. so we will write here 1.35. These are the two values for x for this graph which we have done. Now the inequality f of x is less than g of x. Less than f of x is this one, f of x is this one, and g of x is this one. So for this value, from this point to this point, f of x is less than g of x. This portion of the curve with this solid line is less than this one. So we'll write the range from this point to this point, which is our same point. We can write minus 0.9, and x value should be in between that one. So we have written these values over here. Then E part, write down the three values, g of minus 3 and g of minus 3 we can check from here. This one, g of x is given, so g of minus 3 will be 2 raised to the minus 3. 2 raised to the minus 3 will be equal to 1 over 8, or in decimal also we can give. This is 0.125. this will be the decimal value. Then g of minus 5, so it will be 2 raised to the power minus 5, so we can write here minus 5. This will be equal to 0.03125. and next is minus 10. So minus 10 also we can write this value, which is 9.76 into 10 to the minus 4, or we can give in decimal, which is 0.000976. we can give three significant figures like this one. So this will be our answer. Then they are saying complete the statement as x decreases, g of x approaches to. If we can see x value is decreasing and the value is coming closer to 0, so this will be 0. This value is closer to 0, but this one is further close to 0, and this one is also further closer to 0, so it's decreasing towards 0, tends towards 0. Question number 5. This is cone is provided. The diagram shows a hollow cone with radius 3 centimeter and slant height is 10. Calculate the curved surface area. Formula is provided. A is equal to pi RL. So A will be equal to pi. R is 3 centimeters, which is given, and L will be slanting height, this one. So L will be equal to 10, so we'll replace 10. This will be equal to 30 pi. So 30 pi means this one, which is 94.24. So 94.247. So we can write 94.2 centimeters square. Calculate the perpendicular height of the cone. So for perpendicular height, we can join this one, and we'll be applying Pythagoras theorem for this. This will be the perpendicular height, and we will be considering basically this triangle, and in this triangle this hypotenuse is 10. So we can write 10 square is equal to, if this is h, so this will be equal to h square plus 3 squared, and h squared will be equal to 10 squared minus 3 squared, and h will be equal to 10 squared minus 3 squared under roots, and we can check this value. This will be root of 10 squared minus 3 squared, and this will be equal to 91 under root, which is 9.54. So we can write here 9.54 at the proper location. We can write this. Then next part is calculate the volume of the cone, and for volume formula is given, and height we will be using this one. So V will be equal to 1 by 3 into pi. R square will be 3 squared, and then this one h value will be 9.539, or we'll be using 5.4, which we have calculated. So this will be resulting to what? 1 divided by 3 into over here into pi, this one, and multiply by 3 squared and multiply by 9.54, and this will be equal to 89.91. So 89.91. So our answer will be 89.9 centimeter cube. This will be the volume of the hollow cone. Now this hollow cone they have cut in along the line OP. OP is this one, and they opened this one and got this section. Calculate the sector angle X. This we have to calculate, and we know the sector formula. If we check, this is 10, so this side will be 10, and this side will also be 10, and radius is 3. So we can calculate this length by, like, this will be the circumference of this circle. So this will be C will be equal to 2 pi r, which is the formula for circumference. So 2 into pi into r will be this one 3, so 6 pi, and 6 pi we can calculate as decimal value 18 point this one, or even we can keep it as 6 pi. And then we are applying length formula. Basically we need length, or calculate the sector angle. So length we have calculated, this side is 6 pi, so this side is 6 pi, this is 10, this is 10, and x we have to find. So we will apply length formula. L is equal to theta over 360 into 2 pi r. So length is this one 6 pi, so we can write 6 pi is equal to theta, which we have to find, over 360 into 2 pi, and r radius in this case it will be 10, not this one, so we'll be using this 10. So theta will be, this implies theta is equal to, rest of everything we will shift to this side. So 6 pi multiply by 360 divided by 20 pi, so this will be equal to We can directly cancel also, but I'll be using calculator for your convenience. So 6 pi multiplied by 360 and divided by 20 and pi, this will be equal to 108 degrees. So 108 degrees will be our answer. Next, part C is saying the diagram shows the same sector as in part B. Calculate the area of the shaded segment. So this angle we have already calculated 108. So now we can use this angle to find the area, and these sides we know is 10 and 10, and this side is 6 pi. This is the information which we got from the previous part. So we have transferred that information. This is 4 marks question, so we'll be doing this carefully. This will be, we'll be finding sector area, then we'll be finding triangle area, and we'll be subtracting. So first of all we'll find area of sector. So area of sector will be equal to theta over 360 into pi r square. So pi into r is 10, so 10 square. So this will be equal to how much? This will be we can write here 108 divided by 360 into pi will be this one, and multiply by 10 squared. This will be equal to 30 pi, or we can write, okay, I'll write 30 pi. We'll have to do other calculations as well, so I'll use pi. Then area of triangle. Area of triangle will be what? Area of triangle will be 1 by 2 into AB sine C. So we'll be using 1 by 2 into A into B into sine of C, which is 108 degree. This formula will be applying, and this will be equal to half. So I'm not doing mental calculations because you will be using calculator, so that you should not be confused. This is sine of 108, so this will be equal to 47.55. Again we can double check if 108 is this one, sine 10 10 and 1 by 2. So okay, good. So everything is fine. Now we can calculate. This is 47.55. So this 30 pi will be sector area. So shaded area, now shaded area will be equal to 30 pi minus 47.55. I'll be using the whole digits, so this will be, I will write here 30 pi. There's some mistake which I've done, so I'll be using this one, this, and then 30 and pi minus answer will be equal to 46.6. so 46.69 basically we are getting. So you can give answer as 46.6 or 46.69. Both will be correct, but we are using basically these rounded numbers, so that's why this difference is coming in this part. This is C part. Even if we are writing this one as 46.7, that will also be working, so because proper rounding, so I will change this to 46.7. that is also within the range, not an issue. So this is done. Then comes question number 6 is probability question. They are saying this one, each morning probability it rains is this one, and the this one Asha is walking to school is this one, and probability for not rain and walk to school is this one. So these details we have to transfer on this table. This is 2 by 3, and this will be remaining probability, which will be 1 by 3, and this is 1 by 7, so remaining probability will be 6 by 7. For this one they have already told us 4 by 7, so we'll write here 4 by 7, and this will be remaining probability will be 3 by 7. From here we can check. Then they are saying find the probability that it rains and Asha walks to school. Rains and walk to school will be which one? Will be rain is this one and walk to school is this one. So we'll multiply these two. So 2 by 3 multiply by 1 by 7. So this will be equal to 2 over 21. So we can write here 2 over 21 as answer. Then find the probability that Asha does not walk. Two options. One is this route and the second is this route. So we'll be adding both. This will be 2 by 3 into 6 by 7 and 1 by 3 and 3 by 7, and we will add these two options. 1 by 3 into 3 by 7, and the second option we will add, which is 2 by 3 into 6 by 7, and we will be multiplying this. This will be 3 over 21 and plus this will be 12 over 21, so this will be equal to 15 over 21, and I have written here 12, so I'll change this. So this will be 15 over 21. Find the expected number of days Asha does not walk to school in a term of 70 days. So 15 by 21, which we have calculated over here, we'll be utilizing that one, and 15 over 21 multiplied by 70 will be equal to what? Will be equal to 15 over 21 and multiply by 70. This will be equal to 50. So our answer will be 50 over here. Find the probability that it rains on exactly one morning in a school week of 5 days. So probability for rain will be 2 by 3 and not rain will be 1 by 3. So we can write for 5 days 1, 2, and 1 will be rain and all rest will be not rain. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 days. We have done these 5 days, but it can be that, for example, this is Friday, so on Friday it is rain, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, basically 5 days. They are taking 5 working days, like 2 days they are not counting. So like for example, if it is Friday is this one, rest of the days are not raining. It can be that Friday is not raining and rest of the days are raining. One is out of one of these is raining. So it can be this one 1 by 3 and this one 2 by 3 and these as 1 by 3. So there can be 5 different options which we can write. So this will be multiplied by 5, so which is equal to 5 into 2 multiply this will be 10, and 3 into 3 5 times 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 5 times will be equal to 243. So we'll write here 243. So our option will be our probability will be 10 divided by 243. Okay, done. Then next part they are saying one rectangle and a square is given and which is not to scale. So they have given the measurements. Find the value of x when the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to the perimeter of the square. So if we write the perimeter of rectangle, which is 2 into this one 2x plus 1 plus 2 into 2x plus 6, this will be the perimeter of this rectangle, will be equal to perimeter of this square will be what? 4 into 3x minus 1. And now we have to just simplify this. We can open this. This will be 4x plus 2 plus 4x plus 12 and is equal to 12x minus 4. And now we'll have to move x to the one side, so 12x minus 4 and 4 will be 8x, and is equal to what? Is equal to 12, and plus 2 will be 14, and plus 4, which is equal to 18. So this will be 12x minus 8x is equal to 14 plus 4, which is equal to 18, and we can simplify this. It will be 4x is equal to 18. This implies x will be equal to 18 over 4. So 18 divided by 4 will be equal to 4.5. So we can write x is equal to 4.5 as answer. Then find the value of x when the area of rectangle is equal to area of the square. Show all your working. This is a 7 marks question, so you will have to take it seriously. So area of rectangle, you will be multiplying these two. So area of rectangle will be 2x plus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 6, and this will be equal to area of this one will be 3x minus 1 into 3x minus 1. So we'll multiply this with this. This will be 4x squared, then this with this will be plus 12x, and this with this will be plus 2x, and this with this will be plus 6, and this side is done. Now we can multiply the other side as well, which is 3x into 3x will be 9x squared, and this into this will be minus 3x, and this into this will be minus 3x again, and this into this will be plus 1. Now we can add the like terms first. So x square plus 14x plus 6 is equal to 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Now we can shift all x terms to the other side because this is 9x squared. So we'll start from 9x squared, and this will be minus 4x squared, and then this will be minus 6x and minus 14x, and this one we can shift to this side. So or we can shift everything to this side. Okay, so that one will be plus 1 minus 6 will be minus 5. So we can now simplify. 5 minus 4 will be 5x squared. I'll have to move the page as well so that you can see properly. Okay, good, now it's proper. So 5x square minus this one will be 20x, and minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we can apply quadratic formula because this is quadratic equation. So a is equal to 5, b is equal to minus 20, and c is equal to minus 5. Now x will be equal to minus b, which is minus 20, plus minus b squared, which is minus 20 squared minus 4 into a into c, and extend this one over. This will be 2a 2 into 5. So this will be our formula. We will be calculating for positive first. So first we can write the fraction, then minus into minus 20. Always replace in values in brackets. So this one will be minus 20 and whole squared minus 4 into 5 and again into minus 5, and this one is done. Or the lower portion is 2 into 5, and this will be for plus value, and plus value is 4.23. So 4.236. This is basically the value. If we check for the second value, we'll have to replace minus over here. So we can replace minus in quadratic formula, and we will get this negative value. This is minus 0. So this value we will ignore minus 0.23. We will not be taking that value. So our x value answer will be 4.24. We can write as answer, rounded answer up to 3 significant figures. Next B part is just factorization, and we have to make parts. Like for example, we can write x squared. This is 2 marks, so we'll be showing some working also. So plus 5x minus 5. So we can make pairs. This will be equal to x we can take common, so x plus 5, and minus 1 we can take common, so x plus 5, and this will be equal to x plus 5 and x minus 1. So we can write answer as x plus 5 and x minus 1 as answer. Then second part, solve the equation, this one, and show your working. So we will be taking LCM on this side, so it will be x into x plus 1, and minus sign will copy first, and then this into this will be 5 into x plus 1, and this into this will be 8x is equal to 1. After this one we will be opening brackets, so opening brackets will be 5x plus 5 minus 8x over we can write over, okay, this one x plus 1 is equal to 1. So next step what we will be doing, we will be just like terms will be adding. So this will be 3 minus 3x plus 5, and cross multiply also, this will be equal to x into x plus 1. And if we open the bracket, so 3x plus 5 is equal to x squared plus x, and then we can just shift everything to the other side. X squared plus x plus 3x plus minus 5 is equal to 0. So x squared plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. So now we can solve this quadratic equation by factorization also we can solve, or basically we have solved this in the previous part also. If you see, it's the same equation as we have solved over here. So we'll be using the same pairs, x plus 5 and x minus 1. So x plus 5 and x minus 1 equal to 0. So this implies x plus 5 equal to 0 or x minus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 1. So we can write here minus 5 and 1 as answer. This is done. Now question number 8, which is interesting and challenging also. So the diagram shows a pyramid on a rectangular base. This is rectangular base provided, and ACBD intersect at M and P. M and P, they are intersecting. Okay, vertical above M. AB is equal to 8. This is 8. So this side will also be 8. BC is 6. This side is 6. So this side BN will be half, which is 3. And this side will be 3 centimeter. And N is the midpoint of BC, because this is midpoint of BC, so half. Calculate angle P and M. P, N and M. This angle we have to calculate. So we can join this one, P, N, M. P, N we can join this, and M also, N and M we have to join these two. So this is the triangle, and we have to find this angle. This angle we have to find. So for this one, to make it clear which triangle we are using, basically this angle is required. So for this angle we will be using this shaded triangle, which I am shading for your clarification so that you can understand properly. Hopefully you are understanding the whole questions, all the questions, and If you have subscribed, then well and good. You can recommend this Maths TV channel to your friends and introduce this to your teachers as well. But if you have not yet subscribed, then don't forget to subscribe and press bell icon also, so that you will be getting notifications for the incoming videos. So this is the basically triangle which we are considering, and this angle is required. If we check MN length, this will be half of AB length. So this is 8, this length will be 4 centimeters. So we can take in this triangle, we can take opposite over adjacent. So we can write opposite over adjacent means what? P over M, PM over MN. This will be equal to tan, and if we take this one as theta, so tan theta. So theta, this will be theta will be equal to tan inverse of PM, which is 9, and Mn, which is 4, so 9 over 4. This value we can calculate. This will be tan inverse of 9 over 4, and this is equal to 66.03 degrees. So we can write here 66.03 degrees, and our answer at the proper place will be rounded answer, which is 66 degrees. Now they are saying show that BM is equal to 5. We have to check where is BM. Okay, so this is BM. BM is equal to 5 we have to show. So we have basically this side and we have this side also. So this side is 8 and this side we know is 6. So what we can do to check this one, we can consider this triangle, bigger triangle, and in this triangle this is hypotenuse and this is right angle. So we will be considering this bigger triangle and we will be calculating dB. So we can write dB square is equal to dA square plus AB square. So this is what I will be writing here. dB square is equal to AD square plus AB square, and you know this is by Pythagoras theorem. So this will be equal to, I will write here, AD is 6, so 6 squared plus 8 squared, which is equal to what? Which is 6 squared plus 8 squared is equal to 100. So this will be 100. So dB will be equal to 100 under root, which is equal to 10. So half of dB will be required. Bm is equal to 1 by 2 of dB, which is equal to 10 over 2, which is equal to 5. So this is what we were supposed to prove. So this is done. Next part is calculate the angle between edge PB and base. This one PB, edge is P and B, this one, and base. So this angle is required in this triangle. So what we can write, we will be having this triangle. In this triangle P, M and B, we can take this opposite divided by this MB or BM, which we have calculated as 5. So 9 over 5. So we can write here tan of angle PBM. So we can write tan of angle PBM is equal to 9 over 5. 9 over 5. So we can write it as 9 over 5. So tan will be equal to, so next step what we can write, angle PBM will be equal to tan inverse of 9 over 5. So tan inverse of 9 divided by 5 will be equal to 60.94. So we can write here 60.945. So answer will be 60.95. This will be our answer. This D part is a 6-mark question. A point X is on PC, so that Px is equal to 7.5 centimeter. Calculate Px. So if we again refer to the drawing, they are saying a point X is on PC. So PC is this one. If we mark point X like over here, they are saying Px is equal to 7.5. So this length is 7.5 centimeters. And this one, if we join this point with this B, so we can join this one over here. This will be the line which we have joined, and they're saying find Bx. Bx will be this length which we have joined. So we can consider this PBX. This is point X. So PBX we can consider in this one. We can find this angle. What we can do, we can consider this. We have this one, this length we have, which is 10 point, how much it is, 10.3. basically the total length is 10.3. so what we can do, we can find this angle first, and this length PB will be 10.3. so this side is also same, we can write 10.3 over here. So this length we have 10.3, and we have this, we can consider this triangle. This will be right angle, and in triangle PB and N, so we can write here in triangle PBN. So in triangle PBN, 1 2 3. So in this deep part, we'll have to, when we refer to this triangle, this will be like, first we will be considering PBN. In this triangle we don't have this PB length, so, but we can find this PB length, and which by Pythagoras theorem we can find. We have this length PM, which is 9, and we have this length as 5. So we can use 9 and 5 to get PB length. So PB will be equal to, we can write here, PB is equal to 9 square plus 5 square under root by Pythagoras theorem. So this will be resulting to root of 9 square plus 5 square will be equal to 10.29 to 10 point, even we can write 296. This one we can take, and this will be the length which we have taken, this one PB. Now in this PBN triangle, we can write here in triangle PB and N, PBN. So angle NPB we have to find, right? So in this triangle, now we have this side PB also, and we have this side as well, like for example 3 as well. So we can use trigonometry, we can use opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse will be equal to sine of this angle. So for example, if this is x, this one, if this is x, so sine x will be equal to opposite is bn, so bn over hypotenuse, which is pb, which is equal to 3 over 10.296, which I'm writing from here. So this implies x will be equal to sine inverse of 3 over 10.296. So we can use these numbers. So shift sine 3 divided by answer, and this one will be equal to 16.94. So we can use this one, 16.94. This will be the angle for this one, this will be angle for this one, and now we can find this complete angle. This one will be double of that, this angle BPN is 16.94. so BPC will be double of this angle, so we'll multiply this by 2 and this will be equal to 33.88. so we can write 2x will be equal to 33.88, which is double of this. Now what we can do next is just now we have this angle, this complete angle we have, and we can use cosine rule to find bx, and bx, if I write equation, bx squared will be equal to one side, which is pb, which we calculated over here. This is 10.296 squared plus the other side is 7.5. So I will write 7.5 squared minus 2 into this one, 10.296. This is cosine rule which I am applying, into 7.5 cos of angle, cos of this complete angle which we have calculated over here, 33.88. so 33.88, and now we have to calculate. I'll move page a little above and then I'll calculate this value. This will be 10.296 squared plus 7.5 squared minus 2 into 10.296 into, we can write 7.5 and cos of 33.88, and this will be equal to 34.0. So this is bx squared, and bx will be equal to root of 34, which is equal to what? Under root of answer is equal to 5.83. 5.83. so answer we can mention over here is 5.83 centimeters. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Now question number 9, and question number 9 is travel graph. It's easier. First part is 1 mark question, and we have to give the speed for the train from this time to this time. So what we can do, we can use calculator. This will be for this first portion, they are looking for speed, so we'll check the gradient of this first portion. So we'll be finding this one, gradient of this line. So this will be rise, which is 50. So 50 divided by 730 minus 700. Time I will be writing like this, and you can use time button in this. So 50 divided by 7 hours and 30 minutes minus 7 hours, that's all, and multiply. This will be 100. So your answer will be 100. You can write here 100. So time calculator button is easier and you should use that one. Find the average speed for whole journey. So we have to check whole journey. Distance for whole journey we can check from here is 200 kilometers, and time taken we have to check. So average speed will be equal to 200 divided by the time taken, which is 910 minus 7. So we can write here 910 minus 7, 7 hours and 0 minutes. So we will be using again 200 divided by 9 hours and 10 minutes minus 7 hours. So this will be equal to 92.30, 92.30. So we can write answer 92.3 kilometer per hour. B part, the speed time graph shows the first 30 minutes of another train journey. The distance traveled is 100 kilometers. The maximum speed of the train is v kilometers, and this v kilometers we don't know the value. Find the value of v. For that one we know the distance covered is 100 kilometers. So area under this graph should be equal to 100 kilometers. So we'll write distance, which is 100, is equal to area under the graph. Area under the curve will be this one. If we calculate this, so 1 by 2 area will be what? 1 by 2, half of this one, 625, this, and this will be time, into this one. This will be the height will be v for this also. So if we check these two triangles, basically what we can do, I will using the simpler method so that you can understand properly. These two triangles, we can find area of these two triangles separately. Like for example here, this is 100 is equal to, I will use this triangle, area of this one will be 1 by 2 into what? Base is this one. So I will write same 0605 minus 0600. This minus this will be base and height will be v. So I will write v. Then plus this triangle, area of this triangle will be again 1 by 2 into base will be 60630 and minus 0625 into v. This is area of these two triangles. Now plus area of this rectangle. This rectangular portion will be what? 0625 minus 0605 multiplied by v. That's all. The rest of the thing is just simplification by calculator. So what we will do, we will find this one separately. We will write here 100 is equal to this one, start from here, 1 divided by 2, and inside bracket is 6 hours. This is 6 hours 5 minutes. So I will write 6 hours and 5 minutes minus this is 6 hours. So I will write here 6 hours and bracket close, and this will be equal to, if I'll press this, this will be 1 by 24. So I'm writing here 1 by 24 and this v as it is, plus I will calculate this. You can calculate in one go also, but I'm not calculating in one go so that you can understand properly. So I have separately calculated this, which is 1 by 24. Now similarly I will calculate this one also, and this is 1 by 2, and this will be 6 hours 30 minutes over here and 6 hours 25 minutes. So I will write here 25 minutes, and this will be equal to 1 by 24 again. So I will write here 1 over 24 v This one also done. Now this last part is 6 1 by 2 we don't need, so I will erase this one like this. So 6 hours 25 minutes, this is 6 hours 25 minutes, and you can rewrite also, that is not an issue. So this is 6 hours and 5 minutes. So this I have written over here. So this will be equal to this button I am pressing. I'll show you this button I'm pressing to get this. So 1 by 3. So we can write here 1 by 3v. Now we'll have to just add these three numbers. Like for example, if I'll write step for u, this will be 1 by 24 plus 1 by 24 plus 1 by 3 and v like this. So this will be 1 divided by 24 plus 1 divided by 24 plus 1 divided by 3. So this will be equal to 5 by 12. So it will be 100 is equal to 5 by 12 of v, and this implies 12 we can shift to other side. V is equal to 12 into 100 divided by 5. So if we multiply this 12 multiply by 100 equal to this one and divided by 5, this will be equal to 240. So our answer will be 240. Hopefully this is easier time calculation, all with the calculator, and easier method to solve. So hopefully you will be understanding and practicing this. Then second part, find the acceleration of the train during the first 5 minutes. Give your answer in meter per second here. So 240 value of v just now we have calculated is 240. So this is 240 and this is 240. So rise over run, we will be taking 240 over again this one 240. We have to change into this is in 5 minutes. So 5 minutes will be, this is 5 minutes, I will write here for you, and this is 240 kilometers, basically kilometers and per hour. So r I will write over here. So this is kilometer per hour, 240 kilometer per hour and 5 minutes. Now we have to change the units. For this kilometer I will multiply this by 1000. Now this is meters. Now for this minutes we have to multiply by 60, and this will be in seconds, and instead of hours we need seconds. So we will this will be, no, this is second. So for changing hours we'll have to multiply with 60 and 60. So 60 in minutes and 60 in seconds, so second. Now this will be meter per second square. Now we have to simplify. I will write down this number again so that clearly you can understand. This is 240 multiplied by 1000 divided by 5 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60, 1 2 3 times. So this will be meter per second square. So we will be checking this calculation. This will be 240 multiplied by 1000, and this will be 5 into 60 into 60 into 60 again. So this will be equal to 2 by 9. We can write in fraction format. So this will be 2 over 9. This is done, meter per second square. Then this next question is functions question number 10. So I'll put paper over here. Okay, now f of x is equal to 3x minus 2. G of x is given, h of x is also given. We have to find f of minus 3. So just replace minus 3 in this equation, and we can write, like for example, 3 into minus 3 minus 2. So this will be equal to minus 9 minus 2, which is equal to minus 11, will be our answer. Then find the value of x when f of x is equal to 19. So f of x is equal to 19, mean 3x minus 2 is equal to 19. 3x will be equal to 19 plus 2, which is equal to 21. So x is equal to 21 over 3, which is equal to 7. So we can write answer as 7. Find f of h of 2. So first we'll find h of 2. H of 2 means what? H of 2 will be equal to 3 raised by 2, which is equal to 9. So we'll find f of 9, because h of 2 is equal to 9. So we have replaced this. So this will be 3 into 9 minus 2, which is equal to 27 minus 2, which is equal to 25. So we can write answer as 25. Then find, D part is find this one, f of g of f of x plus f of x plus x. So f of x is 3x minus 2. F of x is equal to 3x minus 2. Now g of basically g of f of x, or we can write this one as, wait, I'll erase this one. So directly we can write g of 3x minus 2. This will be equal to 3x minus 2 whole square. So we got g of, this is equal to g of f of x. So we got this value, we have this value which is already given, and x also. We can replace these values in this. So this will be 3x minus 2 whole squared plus f of x, which is 3x minus 2, and plus x. So we can write plus x over here. We'll have to open square. So this will be 9x squared plus 4 and minus 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 3, 12, 12x, like this. Then plus 3x minus 2 plus x. Now we'll be adding like terms. 9x squared as it is, this is minus 12. So minus 12 plus 3 will be minus 8. This one 3 plus 1 4. So minus 12 plus 4 will be minus 8x, and this will be plus 4, and minus 2 will be plus 2. Now this is our answer, 9x squared minus 8x plus 2. Now find f inverse of x. F of x, we know f of x is equal to what? 3x minus 2. So we can write y is equal to 3x minus 2. So we can make x a subject. So x will be equal to y minus 2 divided by 3. Now we can swap x and y. So y is equal to x minus 2 over 3. This will be our answer. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, you understood each and everything. And don't forget to subscribe Maths TV and recommend this channel, forward this link to your friends and class fellows, and also introduce this to your teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.